What's going on, guys? This is Julian here from Prepare for Performance. Back at it again with another YouTube video. Today we're going to talk about shoulder mobility. I'm going to run through like 6 or 7 movements that's going to help you build some stability, mobility, and strength in your shoulders. So the first thing we're going to run with is a cat-cow. This is going to help get some upper back, some thoracic extension and flexion, but really what's super important with this one is really trying to get those scaps to move around the shoulder blades, and that really helps with like the movement in your shoulders to get to being able to get overhead, because a lot of people with their shoulders, when the reason they can't get overhead or do a lot of like movement like this is because the scap is not able to move around the shoulder blade. So you're gonna get down on all fours. You're gonna inhale as you push your upper back up, really focusing on pushing those scaps around the rib cage, getting that around breathing. Really helps with good movement. So I would recommend doing about 10 of these and trying to get some pelvic tilt too. You will really feel like what you're doing is really helpful when you're able to really get movement and get some more extension in this upper back, okay? I mean flexion in this upper back. And you're going to really feel a difference when you're able to move your scaps as well. Another one that I like to do is where you're offset and you push in, again, inhaling. And you can do a little, some stretching too as you inhale. Try to get a little bit of a lat movements too, because sometimes your lats can get tight, and so it's not allowing your scap to move as well. So that's why this offset kind of works, where you're pushing more into this one space here, okay? And then the other side, you're doing the same thing. Again, something where either you're gonna do like 10, 12 reps, a couple sets, or you can just do it for time and just get knock some reps out. The next one, we're going to, since we're already down, we're going to get a band. I like to do where I put my foot underneath, okay? And you're gonna push down into the ground with one hand, and you're going to rotate up and punch the ceiling with the other hand. Get some thoracic rotation, okay? This is also great because you're able to keep this lower back in a position where it's not moving, and this really just focuses on thoracic rotation versus trying to get a lot of trunk movement or hip movement as well. So again, with this one, I like to put my hand on the inside like so, put my foot under the band, okay, grab some of this band, doubled, right, like this, pushing into the ground, okay, and then you're just gonna rotate and punch the ceiling, okay, and then you're gonna come back down, okay, and then back up. Inhale as you come down. Again, with this one, same thing. You're gonna do 5, 10 on each side. This one is a little bit of like strength and mobility in the same movement, because you have some resistance, like the band is resisting you from rotating, which is also great because, again, like I said in the beginning, it's going to be some mobility, some stability work, and we'll get to that stuff, and some of the work where you are getting some strength from this as well. This next one, again, similar to this banded thoracic, you're gonna get on all fours like this. You're gonna thread the needle, you're gonna rotate, you're gonna reach, inhale, trying to breathe into that space in your upper back. Reach as far as you can. This helps again with getting some of those scap in your upper back to get a little bit of movement. Again, this is also good for like not just shoulder stability. Like a lot of people with shoulder mobility and shoulder stability, getting your thoracic mobile is super important. Like if you look at the joint by joint approach, your shoulder really want to be stable, and so a lot of the movement you need to get a lot of your movement from your thoracic. So a lot of people, I mean, again, that's why you got to get a little bit of both. Like if you have weak shoulders from maybe injury or just like not working on like building strength there, you are going to have shoulder problems, or you are like slumped over, and you're trying to do some shoulder work and your body's just not ready for it. Getting in some of this thoracic movement. Again, there's a million different ways to do thoracic. Maybe I'll hit on some of those on another video. But this is good for getting, again, pushing into the ground, getting that stability of this shoulder, and then really inhaling to get those scaps to move again. Really working on breathing into that space. Again, inhaling, exhaling as you come up. Rotate if you want. Okay, and then you're going to do the other side. Okay, again, this one, you can either do time, you can either do reps, 5-10 reps per side. Again, this can be used as a warm-up. This can be used as a cool-down, whatever you want to do. So that's thread the needle. Again, great, similar as the cat-cow and the offset cat-cow, where we're really working on that thoracic movement. Thoracic movement can help really restore some like hip issues too. Sometimes when you are tight here, a lot of the movement then goes into either your lumbar or your cervical spine. So getting a lot of mobility in your upper back can help release some strain and tension in literally your whole back. All right, then this next one, you're gonna get on all fours. Again, similar as the banded rotation one that I just demonstrated. You're going to reach, it's called a shoulder airplane, push into the ground, reach up, pause, then come back down. Okay, 5 or 6 on each side. This one's great for some shoulder stability. Pushing into the ground is really important, and reaching up. If you want to challenge it more, you can get a little thread the needle with this one too. Okay, so so again, kind of going through these 4 again. So we got cat-cow, offset, banded, thoracic rotation, thread the needle, and then shoulder airplane. Okay, so this next one is going to be it's called a face pull, banded face pull. Again, there's so many different ways to do this. You can do a band where it's like this, and you put your arms around it and you pull. I think this one's a little bit more challenging and advanced. Again, you got to really wrists, palms facing away, pull, pause, 1, 2, go back down, 1, 2. Again, if you try that and it's too challenging, what I do is I take the band, wrap it in between, pull it, and then just hold here like so, and then pull this to my face. 1. Try not to get too much extension in the back. So kind of exhale, get your ribs down, pull, and then go back. Okay, this one I would recommend doing almost every day. It's great for upper back, mobility. This is great for shoulder, obviously strength, stability, but it's also good for posture because a lot of people that work from a desk or are slumped over on a computer, their upper back gets a little too weak or not enough strength work. So I recommend doing a face pull almost every single day. All right, then this next one is a little bit more like you're gonna stick your hand in between. It's like a more dynamic one. So you're gonna put your hand like so. It's probably needs to be a little bit higher, but you're going to basically go like this. Really work on, it's called perturbation, and builds that stability as you basically shake your arm in between, going back and forth. It's going to build stability in that shoulder girdle. You can do together or just one at a time, but really focusing on that fast-paced movement here. I would probably get a thicker band. I know this is probably not the best demonstration for this, but it's good because it's working on that dynamic movement that there are times where you might be doing something and it's challenging overhead, and it's really good for really any athlete. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know.